Hey everyone, how's it going? Let me get the lights going on in here. All right, a little bit of shading on my face livens up the color. How's everyone doing today? So today I hit 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is a huge. Thanks to Nooch. Yeah, thanks to Nooch. Yeah, I met Nooch before. I did a video with him, and then he invited content creators to just like join him on stream this weekend. And then I logged in this morning just to like do some homework on my computer, and I was like, oh, Nooch is on, let me just watch him. I said something, and then someone was like, oh, Captain Amazing. So he invited me on his stream, and then I ended up doing a few roster reviews. And then he, yeah, just like advertised for me and got me to 1K. So immediately got me like 70 some subscribers, and that pushed me over the 1,000 mark. So pretty huge actually. So yeah, Nooch is wonderful. He's a really nice guy. Like talking to him off stream and on stream, like really nice guy. So I'm still in school. Yeah, I'm getting a master's in business administration. So I'm working on my MBA. I just graduated with my bachelor's in psychology. So yeah, because I'm retiring from the military in like 3 years. So I'm just looking at like, you know, just working on the next things. I shined on his review. It felt a little weird, right? Because people specifically asked him for a roster review, and then they just like got one from me. So that point felt a little weird to me, but if he asked, you know, I gladly delivered, and I don't mind. I don't shine away from a roster review, you know. But yeah, I had a ton of fun, like a ton of fun. So yeah, that pretty exciting morning. Not much going on in game. Got territory war set up. I did see you on there, Iceman. I did see a few people that I knew. I didn't want to, what do you call it, like call out people in the stream because it wasn't my stream. And anytime I'm talking, he's not talking. So I try to be respectful. Like if I'm a guest on someone's stream, I try to be respectful of their time. And, you know, it's their show. So unless it's like someone specifically asks me something or wants me to interject, I'm not going to like, you know, like I didn't have much interaction with chat essentially, just because it wasn't my stream to, you know, like interject. But I did see you in there. I wanted to, but I was like, no, I can't just be like calling out viewers, you know, like, hey, you know, just because it's, you know, again, not my, I'm trying not to, you know, capitalize his time and his show and everything. So you got to be respectful, you know, got to be respectful. Yeah. So today, Grand Arena 5v5. Last time here, let's talk about what happened last time. So let's go here, because I don't think you guys saw. Last time I left you guys, I had an 1808. I think I did a full clear, no drop battles. Wasn't the cleanest banners. Like the fleets were messy, a little messy, all one shots, but it was messy. And then Jabba was a little messy, as it normally is, right? Like Jabba can be a little messy. Everything else was pretty much clean, but the fleets in Jabba cost me a good amount of banners from my recollection. Nice. I wish I had keys to donate. Hey, Azurite Bird, how are you doing? I wish I had keys to donate, but I don't. Maybe I should reach out to Meathead. I didn't know that there was such a need for keys, to be completely honest. I figured like everyone signed up and then like the majority of people had access. But like every major, you know, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creator had it. So not I. Meathead determined that I in fact did not meet the threshold of whatever. So I did not get it. Lenny, how are you doing, my dude? Did you see your video had like a ton of views? At least for me, it had like 1.3k views. So people are interested in Lenny 72. They want to know the transformation, the story. What's going on, Lenny? What's happening? How did this guy from meme account to Stone Cold Killer? They wanted the full story, Lenny, and I gave it to them. So, how are you doing, my dude? How are you doing? Azurite Bird from Twitch, how's it going? You're gonna lurk? All right, Raptor Savage. Lurk away, my dude. Lurk away. Macho Man Raptor Savage hanging out. All right, so what happened? So last time when we went in here, he didn't attack, and I told you guys I don't think he has the juice. I didn't think he had the juice. Obviously, like, he didn't get through, but I think he tried to mirror it. No, nice, Lenny. Well, I'm happy that you're happy that you can help me grow. I hope I helped you grow too. I hope we had mutual growings. Hey, Peak Celery, how's it going? So this guy, I told you I didn't think he had the juice, and I did put in the mirror match Leviathan. So I do look and see how they normally attack Leviathans, because if they go with if they go for the mirror, I put in Sith Fighter. If they go in for anything other than the mirror, then I put in the TIE Enchilada. So I put in the TIE Fighter, and then I knew his 4-star 5 Relic 5 Sith Fighter could not hang with mine, and as you saw, like, mine just like dominated him. So yeah, I got the hold. I full cleared, he didn't. That's it. So, and then over here, so Sagittar, let's get a real quick comparison. Hey Daniel, how's it going? Real quick comparison on this guy before we jump in here. All right, so we got me over here, Mr. Amazing. Sagittar over here. I'm not sure if that's how you say his name, but that's how I'm gonna say it. Sagittar. The Thai Dorito. Yep. So, a lot more offensive wins than me. Not as many clears. 10.3 million to my 8.8. He beats me in every category. He has more GP, ship GP. Just beats me in gear 13s. I do have the mod advantage, not surprisingly. He beats me in relics. I beat him in Datacrons. He doesn't have Rey or Leia, but he does have 6 GLs, so he out GLs me by 2. And then he out legendaries me because I don't have gas or Maul. And then he has 3 fleets. So yeah, like, it looks pretty bleak, right? If you look at this, looking in, right, you guys would be like, Captain Amazing. People post in Reddit all the time with mismatches like these, like, what is up with this matchmaking? What can I do? Why is CG so mean to me? And I say to you guys, what I say is nay. I don't take mismatches like this and just accept it for what it is, right? Like, do you guys just look at this and you're like, oh man, that's rough, right? You normally win through fleets. He has the fleet advantage. You know, he has more GLs than you. He has more legendaries. Captain Amazing, you're pretty effed, right? That's what you're probably thinking in your mind. You probably won't say it in chat because you guys are nice, right? You guys are nice people. Because you guys don't dumpster me. But you guys would be like, this guy is gonna dumpster you, Captain Amazing. There's nothing you can do. It's a foregone conclusion, Captain Amazing, that this guy is too big. His fleet's too wide. His GL's too high. And I say, nay. I don't accept that. So, believe it or not, this guy already attacked. He already attacked. So, hey Musique, I just started. I did a little comparison, so you're kind of like seeing what happened here, how my defense went. Here, let me hide my face. Toodaloo. So This guy couldn't get through my Ray. He took 5 battles. He puts 4 GLs. He takes 4 GLs on offense. So I think it was his 4 GLs in gas, or I don't know what the 5th one is. But this guy does not have the juice. Does not have the juice. So he has on defense here this Star Killer. If he would have had this Star Killer on offense, it would have been a great boon to him because he probably could have got through my defense. But he has JMK right here. I am a little worried about this JMK, not to lie. A little worried, but I think we'll get through it. We'll see. We'll see. This could be some trouble, but we'll do our best. We have a Star Killer here. Trash. First Order. Laradis. A sortie team with the Droid Bros. Lejaba. We have a Dash Rendar. And a Qui-Gon team. So, you know, that's why I say... Did I win the first round? Yeah, I went over that too, Music. Yeah, I did. This, as I thought, I had predicted that this guy couldn't get through my fleets, and he couldn't. Tried to mirror it, didn't work out for him. So this guy couldn't get through my ground defense. Sadly, I don't know. Revan can eat it easy. We'll see. I'm not worried about the sortie. Yeah, so tough score to beat. It is, Sarcastic Parker. It is. It can be. Because again, like he does have an advantage over me. Believe it or not, like he still does. Like his fleet advantage is mighty. He has all three GL fleets. He has, like, he can clear the rest of this, maybe, more than likely. I'm not worried about sortie. I don't know what I'll use. This isn't a me problem right now, guys. Like this right here is not a me problem right now. This is future me problem, right? That's future me problem. Me problem right now is right here. This is me problem. This JMK. So, believe it or not, this Datacron right here, the cooldowns, makes it really dangerous for Bane. So even if I wanted to Bane that one, so and even Reva, like it makes things complicated for Reva and Bane. Yeah, so we'll see. That's what I'm gonna go for first. That I gotta. This is the biggest thing. It's the strongest thing on the board right now. I'm not worried about Jabba, but I gotta do this. I gotta get through this. So I'm gonna slap on, and I'm taking no prisoners. And what makes this complicated with Reva is this Padme right here. With all the assisting, it just adds a level of complexity. I don't know, because I try it with in just a normal arena. In normal arena, Inquisitors lose to JMK with Padme, in my experience, like with my Inquisitors, just because like I can get through some of it, and then just the protection up makes it hard. I think once we start adding in Deathmark, completely different game. So we'll see. JMK, believe it or not, there's a reason JMK is a solid defense. And it's because it's a good team. It's a very good team. And it has aged a little bit. There's some things that can beat it. But it is a solid team. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah. But all in all, like, I did scout this opponent. I did, believe it or not. I saw that they had trouble with... I saw what they took on offense. there's a noise. I don't know if someone did something, but I heard a noise, but I didn't see any. If someone did something, thank you for doing that thing. But I heard like a notification, but I didn't see anything on my screen, which leads me to believe maybe it's not working. So if someone did something, please let me know, because I didn't get a notification on here. All right, so you've tested every team you had against the new Padme Cron with JMK, and you lost every single battle. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen the Padme Cron. I really haven't looked at the next Crons and everything like that. I've been kind of busy. I have been. All right, so let's jump into this. Let's see how it goes. Get a little stretch in. Stretch. So I think my opponent may have quit on just sheer frustration. You do 5 battles of your 5 best teams and that one defense just like dumpsters you. That's like throw your phone kind of mad. That's my greatest, like, that alone is my biggest, what do you call it? Worry, fear here. You guys ever just like stream to people and then you just like lose to one defense over and over? It's pretty nerve-wracking. It really is. Griffin McClure, you have Raised Zetas, you have Whirlwind, GL, and the DI one. What is next? You need the blood one. The, what's it called? Where she goes like this. Where she gets protection up. For some reason I'm running a blank on it. Lifeblood? Lifeblood, right? Something like that. Lifeblood. I would say that one would be the one. That should have been one of your first ones, actually. All right, so let's jump into it. Yeah, I think I talked it up enough. Enough talking. Let's start doing. Yeah, Lifeblood. Yeah, there you go. All right, so normally I just let them like live their life, but this time I'm going all in. See how Padme's making it a ton more difficult? Alright, so I'm just gonna kill you. Not good, but... Okay, cool. We're in the clear now. Alright. Kenobi! I have the high ground now! Sucka! Alright, cool. A little worried for a second. But this should be good now. But without Padme, this would have been a lot smoother. Fifth took one for the cause. Take off that. There you go. Dude, lay off him, bro. There you go. 69. Alright, cool. That was the one thing I was worried about. Breathe. Namaste. Namaste. Hey, Dance on Your Grave. How's it going? So that was like the only fight I was really worried about, to be completely honest. Okay, let's take out his other GL first, just to make sure I won't have any issues with that. And then we'll start the smashing. Did we use the wrong cron? We used the wrong cron. Oh, that's what happened. What was up with all the deflection? Deflection. I used the wrong cron. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I felt like their damage was a little weaker, and I took the wrong cron. Oh my god. Maybe that helped, I don't know. I used the wrong cron in there. I'm supposed to have a 50%, yeah, so I had the deflection. Oh man. How annoying is that? That's not true, Rizzer, right? So I felt the same way. I felt the same way, and then here I am, so it just takes time. Just takes time. Hey Sacha, how's it going? Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. So generally, as I'm doing these, you can ask in the middle. Sometimes I'm gonna defer. So sometimes I'll be like, hey, not right now. But I do have a SOKR right here. So I guess lead, Galactic Legend, Furious Onslaught, Stasis Strike are probably the first 4 you need. After that, I would get Press the Advantage, then Brutal Assault. So there you go. Deflection, good damage, all right. Guess this is the best one. Some deflection, some crit damage. This isn't good, guys. This isn't good. I have the wrong cron. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, all right, let's go. Really annoying, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Are they both cut? Ugh, man. Ooh. Oh no. Sometimes it's like that. That's not good. Alright, I gotta do that. Isn't good. Alright, cool. A little more safer. That cron. Without that cron, it made this a lot more weaker. And Embo. Embo's so annoying. I'll do it. Hey, thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. All right. You saw me at 900. Yeah, it went by real quick. All right, so I do have the faster Mara Jade here. So I'm gonna use a mirror here. I'm just gonna mirror it. So that was not a very clean match, but sometimes it just be that way, you know? Offense? Yeah, I'll do offense here. Why not? Let's do that. All right, let's take out you first. Okay, broke that up. Mara Jade next. Just basic. Okay. Do you hear that? Alright, throw that at you. Call it a day. Alright. I think I'm gonna Imperial Troopers this one. Yeah, so they do have plus 100 speeds, but I still outspeed them with their plus 100 speeds, so should be good. Alright, so I'm gonna take you out. And this is why it's important when I talk about like speeds and bonus. Like as you can see, they had this, like their speeds were right there with me. So sometimes it's important, like you gotta have your speeds correct. Bro, you just want to ask me in the middle of a match how to mod Emperor Palpatine? I'm over here dumpstering these this First Order with Imperial Troopers, and you want to talk about Papa Palpatine right now, as I just dumpster these guys. But it really depends. So since you asked, it depends. Before, I go all, like, I go with a speed and, it wasn't going to, yeah, I go with a speed and a, personally a speed and potency set with protection primary speed on the arrow is how I mod him. Because he needs, especially with Starkiller, like if you have Mara Jade, she puts like tenacity down everywhere. You don't have to worry about the potency. But, you know, that's just how I do it. Plus, especially if you're using, but like, potency is fine too if you don't have Mara Jade really up and running all that well. So, all right, let's see this. I want to use something budget here. I don't know what's in the back, to be completely honest with you. Nothing crazy there. So it's not a crazy team, right? Like it's really not crazy. I could use Jedi here, but let's look at some insights. It is a stronger Radis. I should look at the modding. Radis, Jin, Cassian, and then 2 tanks. So the 2 tanks make it a little stronger than normal. So CLS has a really good record with it. Gas here. So CLS is really good. Gas. Decent. Don't have that. I have that, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Why peak celery? It doesn't matter. They all die. So we have bounty hunters, but with Zam. Bounty hunters. Malgus. JML. Lagrivos. Night Sisters. Night Sisters is pretty good. This is pretty good. I do have Bane. I don't have a use for Bane, so I could just Bane it. Is there anything in the back that I want to Bane? Because I do have Jabba left. Yeah, I'll just Bane it. Bane's super easy, right? For that. You, I guess? Yeah. This isn't cheap, but I don't think this guy has anything in the back. Yeah, this is the PC version. Yeah, but there's nothing else I really need my Bane for. Because I have... let's see what I have left. So I took out their Jabba. I still have Jabba. I have JML. I have CLS, Malgus, Radis, Wampa, Iden, Savage. Yeah, I have plenty in the back. So I'll just do this. Do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, it is. So I did use this. I did like using this because before I had to use my iPad because BlueStacks wasn't reliable enough. But this is super reliable. This is ridiculously reliable. I do have this white border. Hey, thanks for following Plausible Denial. But yeah, I'll do this. Don't need it. Alright, do that. Chop up your guys' cooldowns. Blow you guys up. Alright, same cooldowns. Alright, you're dead. Do that. Okay, cool. And the day is won. Cool. Alright, let's see what's in the back. Yeah, the PC client is amazing. Alright, nothing really to worry about here. I could Wampa this. I wonder if that makes an issue. Because that's a lot of offense for Iden. I don't need to, but I want to see. Because I don't have to Wampa this. I have options. I can full screen it. I choose not to because if I click outside of it, like if I want to use insights or something, or if I want to look at my Discord, then it like completely minimizes it. So yeah, it has the full screen available. I just don't personally want to use it. All right, let's see, Iden. I'm not going to do the Iden fight right now. I just wanted to see what my options are for it. It's not like a strong Iden, to be completely honest. But it's that Kron, that offense Kron. It kind of makes it, or the Datacron, yeah, like the offense one. Makes a big issue. It can make an issue. Not Doubt. Not Empire. Let's see. Rolling through. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So see, I had a feeling that Wampa wouldn't be as reliable for it. I do have this. This would probably be fine. Even though it's not relics, I think that would be okay. Radis, maybe. I may just like throw a GL at it or something. I don't know. So you can full screen it. You can. I just choose not to. Hey, thanks, Pamino. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. For science? No, I'm not going to science it. So Wampa, I think Wampa can get through it, but like my Wampa isn't incredibly strong either. I may just split up my Jedi here. So go Jedi Knight Revan here, or maybe I could use Wampa there. Let me see this. Let's see. Let's filter. Sorry. You gotta be smart, you know? I do have a limited roster. I do have a lot of options, but I think for this Dash team, I'm probably gonna use, I'll probably use Traya here, to be completely honest with you. So if I can go Traya here. Yeah, I could do that. I can go Traya, and then I can Jedi Knight Revan here. I can JML this, and then on the back I can use like Malgus, CLS, whatever else I have. So yeah, it's probably a good one. I do want to see if Wampa can do this, because that would be great. That would be a huge benefit to me. I am a little worried about the BB-8 and the murder droids. The BB-8 and the murder droids. Those murder droids do a lot of damage. Specifically, BT-1. People use CLS against it. Wampa, 50%. Man, what's up with this? Oh, it's a timeout though. It timed out. Okay. Yeah, I'll try Wampa. I'll try Wampa for science. I just have to get through it, and I have literally nowhere else to use Wampa, so. No. Cool. 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 Don't die, buddy. Alright. Gotta survive for a little bit. Don't die. Alright, so I should start recovering my protection, believe it or not. So the content creators are giving out codes right now. I haven't got any. I guess I could hit up Meathead. I don't know how to hit up Meathead. Maybe through Discord or something. I could hit him up and just be like, hey, I would like a code, please. One code, por favor. And then we'll see. But I don't know. But no, so it's not on the source, Galil. So you can download it, but you have to log in. Your account has to be tied to it. So like if I had an alt, I couldn't use it. Like it's only on my main. So yeah, just have to do it. So we still have 2 minutes, plenty of time. Wampa's stacking up pretty beautifully, so we'll see how it goes. It's kind of like a cascading effect. Yeah, see, we're getting through there. So we're already hitting under protection. So I'm starting, yeah, there you go. So she's not long for this world now. Yeah, there you go. Wampa did it. And I got full banners because of that that Datacron. So I was healing protection the whole time. Alright, so JML. I can JML this. If I JML that, Treya this. What do I want to do in the back wall? Maybe Malgus this? This is pretty strong, believe it or not. Malgus? CLS? I want to say Malgus is probably the best thing for that. I could always CLS the, I could CLS the Qui-Gon. You know, why don't I just like Jabba this? Yeah, I'll Jabba that. The Iden Al Malgus, I guess. Leaves me JML for this. I don't need a strong JML for this, even though they have a good Datacron, but I will use a full team. So I'll save this. I'll take you. Because I took a weaker one before, and it really messed me up. I used that for the Iden one. Maybe. So yeah, it'd be good. It's a strong con, but weak team. Take all this stuff off. Yoda's going ninja on everyone. Don't go ninja, bro. Alright, that. Alright, 6-5. I'll take it. Alright, I'll go Sith here. Sith should be able to do it. Anyone crazy here? No, not really. Good for you. Oh, just deleted him. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think that's... I was not expecting that. Just freaking deleted him. Hey Dylan, how's it going? You just lost your GAC against an opponent with 9.7 million GP. I'll say this, GP isn't everything. Alright, so not too scared for this. Not too scared at all. I will try Finalizer, because I just like doing the counter. I just enjoy it. 182. 181. He has it wrong. It's supposed to be 182, 181. Oh well. We'll deal with that. Alright, so this guy, we'll just Jabba. Let's do that. Make it rain! Alright, whose arms do I want to rip off? I guess I'll be ripping off yours. Can I kill you? Not yet. Soon. Give you a turn. And then do that. Alright, cool. Happy days. Whistling birds. You gotta die. Here, let's clear all this stuff and then go all in on you. Do that. Okay, cool. Excellent. Easy day. Alright, for you, I guess I'll go Jedi. I'll do Jedi with the no revive prawn. Oh, I didn't save a 5th Jedi. This enough? Should I do this? What's our speeds? Yeah, a content creator has to give it to you. They roll really slow anyways. Yeah, a content creator has to give you codes. What do I want to do here? I wonder if with the no revive, does that stop her revive, right? That can be stopped. I think so. Let's try it. For science. Done. Do that. Yep, she can't revive. Cool. Science. These guys are being real not cool. For you. Pretty much has full turn meter. Let's just kill you real quick. Cool. Not the best banners, but you know, it's not always about the best. All right, what do I have left that just absolutely dumpsters this? I guess Malgus is probably my best team. I wasn't expecting this ground fight to just be so easy, to be completely honest with you. To be completely honest, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, let's get you out of here. And that like healed him up somehow. Somehow he returned. Alright, cool. Just dumpster you. No fear. Man, this is going exceedingly well. Okay. Yeah. I'll say this. I do put a lot of thought into the matchups and the counters and everything. So, I don't know. Yeah, it seems easy, right? I don't know. I will say this. I do know the kits. So if you know the kits, you have decent modding. It does get easier. Because I have like played the game with some other people's accounts, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why. I don't know why the things that are going on right now. Yeah. So there's a few ways I could do this. Like I could literally use whatever I wanted here, and then I could malevolence. Yeah. Do this first. So if this works well, then I can try the finalizer first for fun, for science. Galactic Republic. For funsies, I gotta look on my other screen. All right, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Either way, I already won, pretty much. Even without these fleets. Not the play. This is where things get messy sometimes. So if I can get You dead. Or if I can get this on him. Oh, there you go. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent! Good. Excellent RNG. Cool. Let's do that. Done you. Was kind of expecting that. Came in to steal my banners. No big deal. Doesn't matter who I do this on. Do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll do this. Do I want to? For funsies? Funsies? Do I need to? Why take the risk? I hate not doing this counter though, just because it's so fun. You know what I mean? Hey John, no problem. Happy to help. Oops. Alright, so I haven't done Chimera in a while though. So I guess I'll just do the Chimera counter, because why not? I always feel like it's a waste. Nah, just go. I'll say this. I don't like using this because I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'll just go with this. For funsies. I do like this counter. I do like to do it just for fun, to be completely honest with you. I just think it's a fun counter. If it loses, it loses. No big deal. I'll just go in with Empire. But it's fun. I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble. What do I want to do here? If you're wondering why I did something, I'll tell you in a second here. But I did something, and it was for a very important reason. I'll tell you why in a second. All right, so you may have wondered why I used his third ability, his special. It's because I wanted buff immunity. Yet normally I didn't bring him out because I wanted the chafe. While the chafe is nice, right? Because they didn't get contract yet, and they were pretty close. So the chafe was important there. It was far enough in the fight that I didn't care to get like 2 rounds of chafe. I needed to get buff immunity on the Houndstooth so I could just like knock him out in one hit. So that's why I did that. So if you're wondering like, hey, why did I use the second special on that, it's because like it was the better move at that point. For those wondering. If you're curious. Alright, so I'm just gonna go all in on this fool. Even though they're going all in on my... Oh, they put 100 on that dude. Interesting. No! Alright, and I won. Alright. Let's just stun you. Excellent. Let's heal up. Interesting. Was not expecting that. Survive. Alright, let's take all that. Put some formation in here. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Just wanted to snipe my banners. Alright, cool. Who do I want to heal? You. Alright, cool. Alright, so now they have absolutely no chance of mathematically beating me because they've already dropped 5 battles on my Ray. It's over. I have the high ground. Alright, so John, question for you. I'm in Bronzium and I keep running into everyone throwing all bounty hunter ships with whatever cap ship. Is that the way to go? Not really. That's a pretty like super broad question. I would say no, like maybe, like it depends on what fleets you have. As you can see here, like the only bounty hunter team was the Executor, but if you throw like the Chimera with bounty hunters, that's a strong team, but it just depends on what you have. Like Like ships still have synergy in teams. It's just the bounty hunters have really strong synergy by themselves, so they can kind of like fit under a bunch of different capital ships. So, but if you're struggling with it, you just build like a Malevolence or Negotiator or something, and that should be like bounty hunters without the Executor. Yeah, so I would say pretty confident, with full confidence that I'm gonna win. And this is what I'll say. Just because someone has like more GLs than you, more GL fleets, more GP, doesn't mean you have to lose, right? Like I just like decisively defeated this guy, and he beat me in every single category. Like he beat me in the air, he beat me in the ground. But when it like came down to the fight, like I just won. So don't feel like you have to be you know, caged by GP or disadvantages. You build your own advantages. So you have the way you build your account, the way that you build your defense, the counters that you use on offense are what you need to be able to succeed. And it's not like this every time. Sometimes I get dumpstered, sometimes I dumpster people, but in the end I always have fun. So you just have to play the best, build smartly, work on your mods, have strong ships, and then you guys can do it too. Anyone can do it. So I'm no different than anyone else here. So I built my account the way that I wanted to, but other than that, like a strong Grand Arena. So I will go to the championship match here. I don't know who my opponent's gonna be. Let's see. One. So Sergeant Peppers or Porkins. One of these guys will be my opponents for the Victor, La Victor. All right, so this guy's 11 million. More GLs. More GL fleets. Let's see what Porkins has to show. Sergeant Pepper. I'm a little scared, to be completely honest with you guys. A little scared, because I keep climbing in Kyber too. All right, so this guy's 10.2 million advantage in the ground. I have a Leviathan, he doesn't. He has a Leviathan counter. So we'll see. Porkins is your guildmate? Nice. Don't give him my secrets. If I end up facing Porkins, Wookiees poached my Zeta. That's you? That's your guild? So, yeah. Music. Looks like an L next time. Oh man. I'll tell you this. It would have if I did the same thing, right? Watch. Let's look at this. 10 million GP. Has all the ships. Has the advantage. Same thing, Music. I would do this and you would I just did a speech, Music. I just did a speech on how this stuff doesn't determine the wins. I just did it. Just rewind me like 3 minutes or something, and then listen to that speech, and then come back, and then let's talk. Because if we look at this, right, like this guy beat me on the ground. This guy beats me with ships, but I demolished him. I beat him with Datacrons, but I like demolished him. So just because someone has the advantage doesn't mean you're gonna lose. So Mr. Negative Nancy, man, music, Mr. Negativity. Negative Nancy. Musique singing the Negative Nancy song. 11 mil, no chance. I've dumpstered 11 mil opponents. 11 million, no chance. GP is nothing but a number, Musique. It's nothing but a number. It's not about the size. It's not about the size of the account. It's how you use the account. That's important. You press thumbs. I don't know what that means, Musique. I don't know what that means. You press on thumbs. Congrats on the win. Hey, thanks, John. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, that can be smart. So this time I did the same thing. So I do scout them. So I scout them and I look at their offense. I see what they take on defense. Because if this guy took JMK on defense, he probably would have been able to get through this. But honestly, I wasn't expecting Ray to hold. What I did and why I put this this team on defense was I looked at their offense and I was like, I can get through this offense without Ray. I was like, I didn't see any team on there that I was like, I need Ray. And I overkilled a lot of those teams. And I still had extra teams. Like I still had CLS. I still had, I forgot what else I had. But I still had good teams left. So I had a feeling that I just didn't need Ray on offense. And that's why I threw her on defense. And honestly, I was planning on this. Like I was planning on like a smooth full clear and then having my opponent drop like one battle. That's what I was planning. Like, hey, just drop one battle and then I'll full clear without a loss. And that's how I was planning on winning this one. So like that's why I say it doesn't matter for the GP or the advantages. So if you can go in, you can make them make one mistake and you don't make any mistakes, you win. And that's why a lot of these matches I lose to these like mega accounts is I make like one mistake. That's it. Like one mistake, one ability, I click one wrong button and I lose. And that's it. Like I lose the match because I like used one wrong ability one time. It cost me a match. So, and then I lose overall. So, yeah. That's why you gotta scout. You gotta scout. And if I had like JMK and Leia, I would be doing the same thing with JMKs and Leias. I would look at their offense and see what they struggle with. If they struggle with like certain JMKs, I would throw JMK on defense. Or if they struggle with certain Leias, I would throw Leia on defense. And then I would look at their defense and see like, okay, what do I need to bring to full clear it? And then you bring what you need to full clear it, and then you throw the rest on defense. So anyone can do it. Anyone can do this. But yeah, pretty decisive victory. Anyone, I do have a little bit of time. I just now, this very second, cracked open my drink. So if, I don't know what you guys want to do. Like if you guys want to move on to the next Grand Arena, feel free. If you guys want to talk about something, we can talk about something. If you guys want a roster review, I'm actually willing to do a roster review right now. So the ball is in your guys' la court. So yeah, anyone want anything from me? Questions or anything of the sorts? I'm riding a high right now. Riding a high. I have just got to 1,000 subscribers. Just won. It was supposed to be a really difficult match, but it ended up being pretty easy. After I knew once that JMK went down, I had nothing to worry about. That's it. That the JMK and Prey, I talked about that defense, and it's strong. It is a strong defense, but wasn't enough, sadly, for him. Sadly, was not. How much for a review? You don't have to pay me for reviews, John. So if I gladly do them for free. Normally, if you want to donate $5, yeah, you can, but like my reviews are free. I'm a man of the people. So go ahead, drop that ally code and get your free review. Just because it's free doesn't mean it doesn't have value, and I would say that. How many accounts in line for review? Well, I just asked right now. No one volunteered, or no one said they wanted an account review. Like I said, they're free. So I do have the donations there if you want to. Absolutely not needed, not necessary. But I'm here for you guys, for your entertainment. Just to hang out, have fun, review some accounts. Or if you have any questions, I'm open for business. Peak salary. All right, I will say this. I'm not staying up like incredibly late. It's like 9:28. So I have like a few, because I don't give like super quick account reviews. All right, let's I guess we'll start with John. So I do have a Discord. I'll say this, like if you want a guaranteed review, I do have this line right here. So I do, oh man, whoops. There you go. I do have this line, and I do have to get through these guys sooner or later. Hey, thanks John for the super chat. But the, yeah, I haven't been doing those very often. So John, you're there already? Yeah, I'm not the best with it, to be completely honest. It's just, it feels live scene. What is that? It just feels a little soulless when I'm like, no one's there. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not a big fan of that. And lately, that's why I like I could have easily just pulled up my list and started going through and tagged them. Look at that little EA button right there. All right, so John, what are you farming right now? Hey Sylvie, how's it going? All right, so you're at 4.8 million GP, 2.6 in characters, 2 million in ships, 3,000 galactic war battles. Looks like you bought the negotiator bundle. Yeah, boy. All right, let's see. Finalizer. You're doing good. Riku, oh man, there's already Riku. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 people already. 4 people already. 5, 6. You're from Romania. Nice, congratulations. You bought all the Lightspeed bundles. Yeah, I would say this, like, put a request in Discord if I can't get to you, and then I'll get to you sooner or later. Sometimes I do use those Discord ones to make like your individual ones. Hey, Antonio Matos. My second account? I only have one account, Antonio. But yeah, I do remember being in Dianogus. Yeah, so yesterday was actually today for me. So it's still the same day. That was just in the morning. Do you remember me from Dianogus? It's been a long time since I was in that guild. But yeah, but that's it's my main account that was in it, not my. I only have one account. All right, John. So. Yep, SOKR. What are you farming right now? I have Lego Star Wars. I have a Lego Star Wars. I don't know if you can see it right now. It's like, it's... there. Man, I suck with having my reverse, but it's on my shelf right there. Right up there. Alright, so... Man, SOKR. So I'll say this, your SOKR mods are really bad. Like, exceptionally bad. Some of the worst modding I've ever seen on an SOKR bad. to be completely honest with you. So trying to do Geo Ray and Executor. Well, that's a good plan. But here's... So you need to watch 2 guides, John. 2 guides. And one of them you're not going to like to watch. And here, let me link that one to you. Because that one is kind of long. So I would play it at like 1.25 speed or something. But there's 2 guides that you need to watch, right? Let me get it for you. But you have to learn the basics of mods first. So here, let me link this one. So you gotta watch this one. And as painful as this is gonna, hey Adam, how's it going? As painful as this is gonna be, right? You got to... What's that noise? That me? That's me. That was a that was an ad. Alright, yeah. As painful as it's gonna be, you need to watch those 2 guides. Yeah, please watch it later. But you have to learn the basics of modding. There's some like lack of understanding here. That's huge. You are gonna want to, like, it'll go over swgoh.gg. You're gonna want like a speed set and a health set. I personally have a speed and defense set, but you can go speed and health. It doesn't matter which one you go. You need a crit damage here. You need offense primary here, health here, which is fine. I wouldn't specifically keep this one. This one's not bad, but it's not good. I think you can find better. You can find a new home for this somewhere. This is not that great. You do want offense percent here. And then these like potency sets ones need to go. You can keep this. You can keep this health one if you want. It's not the best. You'll have to replace it. You're gonna have to change this one. Keep this mod. This is like a fantastic mod. Believe it or not, I don't have a tenacity mod for cross with tenacity primary with this much speed. Like I've been trying and I haven't been able to. So this is a good mod. It's just you're not like this is an excellent mod actually. Just not for SOKR. Like it's gonna want a different home for someone else. So maybe Wampa. Like this is a decent Wampa one. It's not the best Wampa, but it's a decent one. But you're gonna want to change that someday, or you're gonna want to change that immediately. So you're gonna want to change this. You thought I had 2 accounts? No, no, I have one account. So the thing is, just because you don't have some characters doesn't mean you can't learn about them. Because I may not have every character in the game, but I certainly play against people that do. So if I don't understand those characters, how can I beat them? So if you can't understand them, you can't beat them. So I understand. I would say, like, knowledge is free. The knowledge is out there. You can learn it if you're interested enough. So like, there's nothing that stops you from like seeing what works, fighting against people. 5-6 months. Yeah. So I don't know if that was my last guild that I was in. I think it was. I think it was the last guild I was in. So, because I'm in a Galactic Oakland Republic Raiders is my guild right now, and I've been with them for like 4 months, 5 months now. So yeah, but I do remember Dianogus. Yeah, I don't know why you would remember my name, because when I was in that guild, I wasn't a streamer or anything. I am active on Discord, so maybe you just remember that. And my name is kind of memorable, so. But pretty surprised you remember me. Some people do, like my old guild mates, because I would change guilds every about like 4 to 6 months or so. All right, so yeah, your SOKR, I get it's new, right? But it's still a work in progress, so you got to do that. You got to work on it. You absolutely have to. Resistance. You're still going to want Zori. You can still get Zori to like gear 9 or something. Whatever, she doesn't need Chirotech, but you can still get her up. It's still worth it. She's still the best fifth character. So I would get Zori Bliss up and running. even like pretty much free levels. Like level 9 is pretty much free. Even without her Zetas, with no Zetas, no Omegas, she's still the best 5th. The doggo image. Yeah. Oh, my dog? Like Captain Amazing, my actual dog? Yeah. All right, so, but you're right there. It looks like you're earning tickets for Ray. So go ahead and unlock Ray. That's obviously the best thing you can do right now. Let's look at where you are towards Executor. All right, so you already have some decent investment towards it. I don't know if you got these through bundles. Yeah, in Discord, yeah. Yeah, it's a wonderful dog. Yeah, bam, scoundrels. All right, so you have BAM. You just don't have the investment in there. Hero Troopers. All right, so you're still in the early phases of the Executor farm. So you're finishing up Ray, working on Executor. You're gonna have to tier 1 of Ray. So I'll say this, if you're struggling with that tier, if you take Zori Bliss, even where she is, gear 9, and then you throw a Zeta here in Spice Runner skills, you're gonna have a really easy time doing it. There's a really good guide by Beaver, Rabid Beaver, that he made a guide for it. So if you put some investment, give her some mods, put her even low gear, like gear 9, 5 stars is fine. You give her the Zeta and Spice Runner skills, and it makes that a lot easier. Yeah, so you should be using a guide. I would recommend the Rabid Beaver guide. So Rabid Beaver's guide is really good for it. So I personally didn't use it, just full disclosure. I don't even have a Zeta and Zori Bliss. I went with the droids. Personally, I didn't drop any tickets, but I had a C3PO at Relics, so I used the droid, pretty much like the droid one. So not exactly, and I have good mods, so it wasn't really an issue for me. And it's more of like understanding the concept, especially the tier for the alt tier. But like Zori Bliss makes it a lot easier. So watch Rabid Beaver's guide on Zori Bliss, like with Zori Bliss, and that'll make it a lot easier for you. And then just always watch a guide, even if it's like you think it's super easy. Even I do it. Like if I'm unlocking a character, I always look at a guide, unless it's like a legendary character and I can do it a million times. I don't really need a guide for that. But if you're doing like ticket farming for GLs, then you should. Yeah, and then if you want to, if you can do the SOKR, like you should be putting your Zetas into SOKR. If you want to, like you need Galactic Legend, you need Furious Onslaught, so you can take those two. You don't need Brutal Assault, so right away. So if you want to, what I would maybe recommend is doing the ult event on SOKR, and then using those alt tickets on Ray, and then you have her alt for the alt event, and then you can use those alt tokens on SOKR, because SOKR doesn't need the alt as much as Ray does. So give Ray her alt first, use that to unlock Ray's ultimate, and then use the Ray's ultimate tokens on SOKR, because I do think SOKR's alt event is easier. Hey Captain Rex, it's your first stream. Well, welcome to the stream. But you have to start farming your ships too. Except for the Lightspeed bundles, and I guess the Geos, like your ships are pretty lackluster. So you have to start putting more investment in them. So minimum, I would say like at least 2 hard nodes, maybe more. I farm more. But like you already have a 7-star Razor Crest here. So start like finish, of course you have to finish your GLs, right? Finish SOKR, finish Ray, and while you're doing that, get like Piet to relics and all these other things. And then maybe even finish Starkiller too, because you have a lot of things that are just incomplete here. You do need your GL ship as soon as possible. I don't know. Like if I had this account right now, I really don't like the order that you did things in. I would have like recommended SOKR into Executor into like Starkiller into Ray is probably what I would have recommended. But I would say start farming the ships for your characters. You can get Starkiller up to relics. Minimum get like Furious Onslaught, or first Galactic Legend and then Furious Onslaught on SOKR. Leave his basic off for now. Same thing for Ray. Leave her basic off for now. And then get them to Relic 7. Don't stop at 6. Get them to Relic 7. Once you have them Relic 7, start saving the materials you need for Ray. Once you have the materials you need for Ray, then get Starkiller to relics. Give him at least there is much conflict in you, minimum. And then I can't remember what Zetas he needs. Maybe his unique or something. Yeah, probably this unique Zeta. So give him this Zeta. Give him there's much conflict in you. These can wait. They're Omicrons. It's not like a huge deal. You're gonna want Force Repulse sooner or later, but it can wait. You also want an offense set on them, offense and health. Not, yeah. But this is, you know, SWGOH. You're gonna find. Okay. Yeah, but is the piece you need Zimbiddles? Is that what you're missing, Zimbiddles? Because you can get that with Mark III currency from raids. So you can get the relic material for that, like Zimbiddles, through raid currency. But yeah, absolutely. Like you just have like a lot of incomplete things here. Like R7, give him at least those 2 Zetas. Start saving Zetas. Maybe I would throw like 1 Zeta, 1 Omicron on Starkiller. Take him up to relics, relic 5. Then Ray to relic 7, and then give her like 5 Zetas, maybe 4 Zetas, probably 4 Zetas, and I'll show you which 4, and then just finish them. But sooner or later you will want all 6. It's just not a big deal. You like Mara Jade's Omicron's not bad, but it looks like you have 2 TW Omicrons, and I would say that's too many for a low gear account. So it's fine that you did it right now, but in the future, stop using your Omicrons on TW. Like you're only 4.8 million, kind of save those for, and I would say at most, a 4-to-1 ratio, 4-to-1. So 4 GAC Omicrons to 1 TW. If you're super high GP, or you're like all in it to win it for TW, then yeah, absolutely, as long as you're in a guild that can like sustain that as well. But you can't be like pushing that stuff. Like you're too early of an account to do that. So you need stuff like Sauvage. You have Galactic Republic, so Qui-Gon, Traya, you know, like those early Omicrons in Grand Arena make a huge deal. You have Wampa, so that's good. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend. Keep working on your ships, 1 fleet at a time. So it should be like Executor, Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence. From there, you can either go Finalizer, Chimera, or Home 1. It's up to you in any of those orders. So, yeah. I wouldn't say First Order TIE Pilot is like a must. So I have it, right? Like I have the First Order TIE Pilot. And you guys can see like I don't use it all that much. I really don't. In 3s, it's more useful because you can go like Hux, First Order TIE Pilot, and S Trooper, and then you can take like SOKR with DACA Zombie or Watt GBA, or you know, a bunch of random things. So you know, I would say like not a priority. Is it a, I wouldn't say it's a Lightspeed bundle problem. It's just like a priority problem, because you can finish one thing and then move on to the other. Like I'll show you, because I'm kind of done with what I want to say, but I'll show you my farms, right? And I have like videos on this too, but I have this farming guide right here, or this farming pathway. And as you can see, I have like my profundity, and I'm finishing my profundity right now. So I have all the relic material I need. I just need signal data. So as I'm like farming up my signal data for all these, because I have everything I need to take him to 9, him to 8, him to 7, him to 5, and then her to 5. So my profundity is going to be really quick, and it's just signal data that I'm missing. And then I'm going to finish up K2 because I need a 5th for this team, and you need a tank. And I'm starting to work on JMK. And at this point of this farm, as I'm working on JMK, I'm just like taking my characters up to gear 12. And right now I have the Zetas that I need for my profundity. So I'm saving up Zetas, because this farm is going to need, I'm going to need 6 for JMK, 3 for Cat, so that's 9. And then I'll need 3 for Mace, so that's 12. And then I'll need 1 more for Kenobi, so that's 13. So I'll need 13 Zetas, not including like Django and whatever else I want to do here. So this farm alone will need 13 Zetas. So I'm starting to save up my Zetas, and as I like finish this stuff, I'm gonna like start relicking these guys up soon once I have K2SO. And then same thing, I'm like running short, but on this farming pathway you can see like Leia. So for Leia, I already have all the shards farm except for Drogon because he's a Cantina, and like I'll probably get Lobot to gear 12 while I'm finishing up this farm right here with like Watt and Bo-Katan, because they take Kyrotech. And this farm, the Leia farm, has Kyrotech farms here, but this farm isn't a Kyrotech farm. So I'll be building that, and then I'll build Baze up too. And then when I'm building the Leia one, I have these guys, and I'm farming the shards for this right now, and the shards for this right now, and the shards for Bo-Katan. So as you can see, like farming is an onion. And it's not that, oh, like he has too much stuff. It's that he's focused on different parts of the onion. So you have to have like maid farms, side farms, Kyrotech farms, Zeta materials, Omegas, credits. So, and as you saw, like all these characters are like 85. And right now my credit farm is going towards like these guys right here. So I just got Cal Kestis up and running, Marin. Next I gotta get Saw up and running for credits or something. And then Sir Junda. So like boom. So this is like my credit farm that I'm doing right now. So I'll be like, okay, I'll take these up to like low gear, because it's like free, right? And I'll take it up until it's like not, it doesn't use Kyrotech or like important gear or something. So you can have like multiple farms going at the same time. It's just how you build your farms and how you get ready for them. So that stuff is nothing, nothing. So you just have to have like, and see like, I don't know what's here, probably, yeah. I like really maxed out my Mark 1. Because I do max out my stuff. So see like Kyrotech. So I won't go past this anyways, just because my Kyrotechs are used elsewhere. So one day when I start farming like Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, I'll get this up and running. But you have to have like multiple layers of farms going to really maximize an account. Because if you have just like tons of material that's just like sitting there being wasted, when you can be like layering your farms. Because a lot of people are there like, I'm gonna farm this next, and then they start shard farming it when they're investing their Kyrotech in it, and it takes forever. It takes them like 3 months just to finish the shards, and then they like put all the gear on, and then they finish the farm. Where if you finish the shard farm way ahead of time, and then you prep all your farms where you get like, you put in the credits and all this stuff early, and you get them like pretty much where all you need to do is like shove in the Kyrotech and that's it, then that's great. And believe it or not, I even have farms where I'm like, oh, I'm doing Omegas right now. Like it's my Omega, because like I still have limited amount of Omegas compared to like other stuff too. So I have like farms where I'm like, oh, this team is using my Omegas right now, where this team I'm putting like my Zetas and stuff like that. So you know, it's just, you have to farm multiple farms if you want to maximize your account growth. Because I'll say this, like the reason why I changed guilds every 6 months or so is because I would like outgrow a guild, because my progress was really, really fast compared to like my guild mates. And I would join at like the bottom 10, and then I would leave where I'm like top 25% or something of the player base, where I just like grew past what my guild is like progressing, and then I would just like go into my next guild. This latest guild I'm in, I'm actually really happy with. I am still like, I'm like upper half now as far as like GP and everything, just because I'm progressing faster than them like normal, but that's just how it is. So but I'm really happy with them, so I'll stick with them for, I don't know, forever, a long time. So no rogue sports, it doesn't matter. So it's so they are adjusted percentage wise to energy, so there's no waste. So for Zetas, I did the Cantina farms, and I got like decent. So just do whatever node, because it's based on how much energy you use. So if you use more energy, then you'll have a really higher chance of getting a drop. So you don't have to like farm lesser nodes, just farm whatever you want as long as you're getting bonus drops. So like light side, Cantina, mod, battles, don't farm like mod challenges right now, don't farm like dark side battles, and then you'll be fine. So yeah. Yeah, John, I hope that was a help as far as like what you need to do, but you do have to like layer your farms, focus your farms, and then put all your investment in one thing or another. Yeah, absolutely, Iceman. Lord Bane, how's it going? I didn't see your stream. When are you streaming? Did you stream already? Did you just finish? So Iceman, you gotta show me what you do in TW. You gotta show. Oh, maybe, oh, okay, maybe I'm not getting, because I already have the character at 7 stars or something, I don't know. So, but I only need the cow one. Oh, okay. Yeah, dark side then, I don't know. Hey, the Lysol, thanks for the raid. How's it going, buddy? How'd your get go? Yeah. Gavsta, cheers. Start in 30-45 minutes. No, I meant you need to show me what you do in TW, because you always get like, because I always get like 200 to 300 like banners, and like upper 200s usually, but you always get like 4 to 5, and we have like similar GP. So I don't know if you just like have a lot more TW Omicrons than me or something, but we have like very similar GP, but you like absolutely kill it in the banners. Or I don't know if you're like, do you not put as much on defense or something? I don't know. I don't know what you do, but you just like kill it. Hey, Baruch, how's it going, my dude? All right, who's next for roster reviews now that I finished John's and I talked about farming? I think it was celery. All right, what did you want me to look at specifically, celery? I want to say I've looked at your account before. Is there something specifically? All right, take care, Lysol. Glad you had a good stream. I don't know. You're doing some wizard stuff, Iceman. I feel like maybe you're just like sniping all the cleanups. Like you're just ready and you just like snipe. Because I remember you sniped one of my cleanups. I went to go clean it up and I got permission, and then you just went in and sniped it real quick. So maybe that's what your secret is. You just wait for all the cleanups and you just like snipe them out real quick. You have 7 more teeth. That would explain the difference. That would explain the difference. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Lord Bane. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like that's what you're doing, Iceman. You're just like, you're waiting for all the cleanups and you just like, boom. You just sniping them. Hey, Norquist, how's it going? Yeah, my GAC went really well, actually. Here, for those who just got here, I'll go over it real quick and then I'll go over celery stuff. Are you here, celery? So, my opponent, Sagittar, I'll say this, like, he has more GLs than me. He has all the GL fleets. He has Scythe and everything. So he has like a fully fleshed out account. He just couldn't get, he doesn't have Bane. So he couldn't get past my Ray. So I got 5 holds on there. And then he stopped. Like, he just did those 5 attacks, quit. And then I came in and full cleared him without dropping a battle. So yeah, so I won this one pretty easy. This is good. 4 GLs and 6 G. I would say I have like a similar level. Because I take out many a GL. I would say I have the most strategic banners in TW. I may not have the most, but they're the most strategic. Yeah. Sir Malicos? I don't know, maybe. I think so. I didn't even see. They have like a massive account. I don't know what they have in there. They have a lot. They have a lot. Unaligned force users. No, they have them all. No Ufus. No Ufu team. Alright, Peak Celery, you still here? Alright, I'll move on to the next one. Alright, who was over here? John Rohrer. Griffin McClure. Alright, Griffin, you're here. Anything specific you wanted me to look at, Griffin? Alright, so Griffin doesn't wail. He refuses. SOKR, so if you have the plus this one, so the first time each dark side ally is defeated, then this can help you beat the Raycron or Holdocron. $11 teams, maybe mods, Lightspeed bundles. What are you currently farming, Griffin? Yeah, I don't know, Iceman. I don't know. But you do a good job. Very efficient. Very efficient. I can't compete. I can't compete. I generally don't do like risky battles though. I go for like the more guaranteed. Like I just don't like dropping battles in TW. I feel so bad. Like I lost Bane against like a booty Ray. Just like whirlwind my Bane in TW. It made me so sad. CG? No, they didn't. Here, anyone know how to get a hold of, I should get a hold of Meathead and be like, hey dude, I don't know if you know this, but I'm fully monetized, so I would like, I would like some codes please, so I can give them away. But no, he did not give me any codes. No codes. I should hit up Meathead. It's like, hey Meathead, show some love to the Captain Amazing fan base. Did you guys request access to the beta? Did you even like put in a request? Look on Discord, I guess. Yeah, I could. No dice? That sucks. That sucks. Nobody in your guild got access? Really? I thought they like gave it to everyone. I didn't know. I thought more people had access to it, to be completely honest with you. Alright, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Refusal to Whale. I do like that you're getting good fleet placement, even with the Executor. I don't know. Maybe. Where are you, Dr. Wily? What country do you hail from? Alright, 7.2 million GP, foreign characters, 3.2 in ships. 2 years. Australia? Yeah, I wouldn't want anyone from the Down Under reviewing my stuff either. Totally understand that. They're probably all going to be like, crikey, this thing's super slow. And it's just because your internet's really bad. So they probably didn't even want that feedback, you know? So, yeah. So 2 years. So 2 years for Galactic War Battles. Yeah, they can be. They can be. Alright, so you're working on Ray. Let's look at the stats. A lot of health. A lot of health. Even for being Relic 6. It's a good amount of health. Low speed. Are you still working on the ultimate? So you need to get the speed a little higher for that ultimate. You need 501 to go first, I think. Pretty sure it's 501. So I would aim for like 501 speed. And then your damage is a little low. Again, like your relics is low, but if you're going to have health primaries, yeah, you need high offense like this. Yeah, this is acceptable. I appreciate, Dr. Wily, that you translate it for me. I appreciate it because it's so hard. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I don't like this a lot. So I accepted this one, right? Because it had high offense, like decent, but I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Squares are a dime a dozen because they all have the same offense. Like this is not good. That's not good. So like the good news is you can use this for like a Daka, a Barris, a General Grievous, you know. So this will always have a home, but its home shouldn't be raised for very long. And then I would probably like I would just put this as an offense primary, to be completely honest with you. Just take the 6% increase in offense and then a little bit less health. Because you have like really low offense on this. Which again, it could be because it's Relic 6, but I feel like that's not the case. Your mods are good on SLKR. Speed's a little low on here. I'm sure I could find some that are just like super lackluster. Yeah, like this one. That one. I don't know what's like, again, Daka, Barris, are fine with something like this. Probably Barris. Like this is a solid Barris mod. Barris really doesn't need like crazy speeds. She gets so much turn meter, but you know, like I would give this to Barris and then just I would feel really bad that it was in my account. I'm not telling you to sell it. Don't sell it. I feel bad that it exists. But I don't think you should sell it. You should hold on to this shame forever. You know, this is just like a hallmark of a time where you didn't know what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like this 6-dot mod with 7 speed. Just let it live in your account for shame. And then sooner or later it'll find a home with like, I think Barris. Barris would be a good permanent home for this, but you know. Yeah, but these two are like, not that one. Yeah, these two are like killing it. But again, like, I don't know, Barris mods, Daka mods. That was your lazy playing. But not bad. Speed, Mara Jade. 353 is your fastest. That's not bad. 333. It's kind of dropping off pretty quick. 323. Yeah, it's dropping off real quick. 311. That's unnecessarily fast. You know what I mean? Like unnecessarily fast. Like 261. You have like a 50 speed difference for Hux compared to First Order Officer. Like, adjust some of them, you know what I mean? Because mine's like 280, and it's good, right? Kind of to have this much of a gap sometimes, but like this is just way too slow. So like, yeah, 11 speed, 13 speed, 11 speed, 16, 3. 30. Jabba counter? Why would you want him to be so slow? How does having the entire Hot Cartel go first help with the Jabba counter? And it's fine, like it's totally fine. But you don't want like that slow. Just like adjust them, you know? It doesn't have to be like crazy fast difference. You like how I roast people? This isn't even a roasting. This is nice. This is nice. I'm being nice. I'm a nice guy. I don't know what you're saying. 308. You have decent speeds overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop, went too far. Oh man, you really should stop. I don't know. Yeah, but you're generally, you don't want like that big of a gap, and it's not the end of the world if Hux goes first. Like it really isn't. You just basic, you just psh, and then chances are the next time like he'll get a turn and you can still do the poke swipe. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I really just don't like that low of speed. It's too much. It's too much. Like I don't know what I have. I have like 290, 287 or something like that, but 260 something is like crazy slow. And I get why you're doing it. I just don't agree with it. This isn't the worst. Yeah, that's good. This is good. All that's good. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like these are good because you just took them to 6A. You know what I mean? Like you still, I feel like you still don't like fully maximize your mod development, and you're not like super efficient with it. So I'll drop this for you. Because I feel like these mods are good because you're just like, I'm taking everything to 6A. But that's not like the way to do it. So if you haven't already, watch this guide and it'll tell you how to like efficiently build faster mods. Because like you have good decent speeds, but you also have some mods that are just like really, really bad. And I don't know what the percentage is of like good mods to bad mods, but I feel like it's about like 50%. So, and it's not the worst I've ever seen, because at least you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, at least you have 8 characters above 300, which isn't horrible. That's not bad. But definitely have some improvement. All right, as far as like farming pathway, right? So you do have Executor. Let's look at your ships. Executor, you have a Chimera up and running. Chimera's great. Do you have how's your Empire? All right, so Gear 12 TIE Defender. So this can take out, right here, this can take out Executors, which is good. Let's see your Separatist. Okay. Finish this Hyena Bomber, so you got to get that. Excuse me, you got to get that up and running. Finish your Y-Wing. Farm all the ships. Like, I know Rex is crap, right? The only thing Rex does for me, Rex's ship, is it loses me a banner for sitting in my reinforcements when I use Negotiator. That's it. But you know what? I still have it Gear 12. I still have it leveled up. I still have the abilities up there. So for all your ships, you should level them, farm them. I'm pretty sure you can like passively farm him. But farm all your ships, especially the pilotless ones. Sith ships are good. Don't sleep on them. Finish the 7 stars on these pilotless ships. Yeah, you should relic up. Where are you? All right, so you're in Kyber. So which means if you're in Kyber, you should get your Negotiator and your Malevolence to relics. Like you should. Yeah, because if you're like at Gear 12, they just won't be as reliable. And I had the same thing when I ran into Kyber 3, Kyber 2 for the first time. I had Gear 12 Malevolence and I had a Gear 12 Negotiator. They're still only like Relic 3. So I still have to put some more investment in them, and I'm farming JMK specifically because I want to like shore up my Negotiator and my Malevolence fleets. But like I would recommend finishing relicking up this team. Like get the Negotiator fully to relic, get the Malevolence fully to relic, finish these pilotless ships before you start working on your next big farm. It's important. It really is. Because I don't know how many times you've like, or I've even in Kyber tried to do like Malevolence against Negotiator or Negotiator against Malevolence, and it failed. And it failed because I didn't have the relics, and they had like Relic 8 Negotiator and Relic 7 Malevolence, and I had like Relic 3, you know, and then Gear 12 or something, and it just doesn't work as well. So you want them in Relic. Same thing with Iden. You want her Relic 5. Preferably like Negotiator Malevolence, you want relic up as well. All right, I like that you have Bane. I would relic 7 Bane if you can. So he wants just like more health. So like the more relics you can throw on him, the better. same thing. I just believe some characters deserve Relic 7. Like Starkiller, Bane, Jedi Knight Luke. All important characters to get to Relic 7. Yeah, you 100% can do it, Griffin. I'm just saying it's more reliable. So when you take him to relics, there's certain RNG. He's going to R9. I wouldn't say R9. At most R8, like at most, but I wouldn't say R9. Like if you had Darth Revan, Darth Malak, Radis, and JML to R9, then I would say, yeah, go ahead, R9 him. But you don't have those 4 at R9, and those should be your first 4 R9s. Save, like, at most, luxury characters, go R7, like, at most. Like, R7 Darth Bane, perfectly fine. R7 Starkiller, perfectly fine. Like, if you get Reva, R7, perfectly fine. Grand Inquisitor, R7. Like, all these characters, R7. Like, R8 Dark Trooper, like, I love Dark Trooper, right? Like, I love the crap out of him. I don't know why you have potency on him. But I love it. Just because you have the mats doesn't mean you should like invest in that. Like, cause you even like you have an R8 Dark Trooper, you have 5 dot mods on him, you know? So it's not about having the mats, because you need the mats for Darth Revan, you need it for Malak, you need it for Radis, you need it for JML. Like R9 on C, you're just like wasting it. Like R7 C, you don't need to R9 them. You don't need to R9. Oh, the R8 was for Rote. I don't hate it, but you don't have to like waste these things. Like R9 Sith Eternal, huge waste. Like it's too much. So if you were at like 11 million, 12 million, yeah, you go for it. But like you're still building things in your account. You're building your 3rd GL right now. You have 1 GL fleet. You're really wasting a lot of these relics. And if you look at my account, like my GLs are R7. It sounds like PP shaming. I'm not. I'll say this. I am not Rabid Beaver. Like I don't personally, I don't care. Here I have a philosophy, right? I have a philosophy. There you go. Let me go, because I'm like, if you want a small PP and to enjoy your small PP, then go get a review from Rabid Beaver. And I personally don't care about your PP. I'll shame it all day long. That's not my thing. I don't look at PPs all day and tell you great things about your small PP. So I'm gonna give it to you straight. And if I don't agree with it, I'm gonna let you know I don't agree with it, regardless of how you feel about your PP or not. So here, let me go to, where is it at? Streaming, guides, hierarchy of needs. Okay, here. So I have this. This is what I do. The hierarchy of needs. Like your PP is right up here, right up there, right? But it's at the very top, and you have to have all these things taken care of before you can focus on your little PP at the top here. So I will say this. It's not about, like, passion projects are completely fine. Yeah, if you're out here showing off your PP, then you open yourself up for shaming. Absolutely. So I'll say this, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the tiny PP, having a little side PP or whatever it is. But if it needs to be shamed, I'm gonna shame it, you know? You don't come out to the public, whip out your tiny PP, and expect everyone to applaud you and clap. That's not how society works. I'm sorry. You know, maybe beavers have a different way of life and mentality, or, you know, culture. But over here, you whip out your PP, it's gonna get shamed. But like when you build an account, this is what you should focus on first. You have to build that foundation, and these are needs. Like you need strong guild income. You have to get the crystal income. It seems like you have decent there. Your first GL fleet, it looks like you have that. Assault battles, I really haven't looked at your assault battles, so I don't know where you stand here. It doesn't look like you're that well-rounded, because you have like Ray, SOKR, Executor, and you have Imperial Troopers, but I haven't seen anything like Jabba, JML, which are pretty important. Maybe you have CLS, maybe you just bought the Night Sisters, so you have like Daka and stuff and some Sith, but essentially like you're probably getting up there in the yeah, I've given Dank Ideals roster reviews. I shame Dank all the time. I have no problem. Like if Dank whips out his PP, I shamed it. Like his Bodhi Rook, whatever. I don't care about his Bodhi Rook. Like everyone has their own little passion projects. But yeah. All I'm saying is as you build more in your account, you should, like, you're just going way too high with your relics. You're too generous with it. So, like I said, it's better to have more things in your account than to have like relic 8s or relic 9s that are just unnecessary. If you like the character, relic 7 it. Like relic 7 is going to work like 99.9% of the time. If you start getting into like the top of Kyber 1 and you have to like shore up your relics, then hey, maybe you have to shore up your relics. But for a very long time, you're only at like 7.2 million. You have 3 GLs, you have 1 GL ship. There's a lot in the game that you're missing. So you have to start like building more into your account. And like you have like weird choices, because you have like a R5 Star Killer but a Relic 9C. So if you take Star Killer to Relic 7 or Jedi Knight Luke to Relic 7, one, this opens up more characters that you can unlock, and two, like Relic 7 Star Killer will make those counters a lot more reliable, where a Relic 9C isn't going to make anything more reliable. If you saw, I didn't even know he was Relic 9, because this isn't good. Like you're like wasted. Like mods could shore this up. Like if you had good mods, this is the stats that you would have: 200k health, and then he's really slow. So you have like a mid C that is just relic 9, you know. So his stats and overall pretty mid, but still like you overly invested to have like a mid C with like lackluster mods. So I would say don't add unnecessary relics for characters that don't need it. And if you are, then Relic 7 should be the limit. And then Relic 7, the characters that are going to have impact into your account. So like Star Killer, Bane, absolutely, you know, like even Wampa, you want an R7 Wampa, go for it. Jedi Knight Luke, hey, whatever, you know. But that should be like your hard limit, Relic 7. You get gas, Relic 7 until you get Lord Vader, you know, like, because Relic 7 materials, extremely cheap, easy to get. Relic 8, Relic 9, you may have them, but you also don't have Profundity. You don't have Leviathan. You don't have JML with that you can R9, or even Leia. Leia is a great R9. So you don't have these things that would be like really great for your account. And if you did, you would want to use them. But you know, you're slowing down the overall progress of your account by taking these higher relics. But I would say like shore up the relics on your ships, farm them up. We're doing roster reviews. I'm pretty much stopping soon with roster reviews. I did do them because I had a good day today. Good Datacrons. This is a good amount of Datacrons. I like this. This is good. You want to punch up? Datacrons. Datacrons is the way to go, especially here in like 7 million mid to late game, like where you're right in the middle, like late game-ish. You want to punch up. These Datacrons are 100% the way to do it. So this is good. These are good stats on this set. So overall, like, you have a good account. You're getting good late income. You have good characters. Your mods are good, some not good. So like, review the guide, my mod guide, and just like what's worth investing in. And then just start building more things into your account. Like, get the Relic 7s. Geospy. And are you talking about in Grand Arena, the Geospycron stonewalled your opponent? Because it's good in TW, but in GAC, like, not so much. But interesting. Interesting. I like your Datacron usage though. See yours. I do have a limit. I do have a good amount. Nice. I'm glad. Did it get you the win? Congratulations on your new toy. Pretty sure I'm gonna call it there. Pretty sure. Getting late. 10:30. I want to do one more. One more. Let's see. Peak Celery, are you still here? Let's see. Who else do I have? Today is a big day for me though. For those who just came in. So I did hit 1,000 subscribers in YouTube. So that was like super exciting for me. So excellent day for me. Huge day. So pretty big. Really excited. Nooch Too Good definitely helped me out. He got me my like last 70 by advertising for me. So really appreciative of him. Yeah, Nooch was great. So really excited about that. I did get to do some roster reviews on a stream. I'll tell you this, that was really hard to do. Yeah, so and I'll say this, Griffin, I'll show you, right? So I have the materials too, right? Like, I have impulse detectors, I have Gira keypads, I have the Zimbittles, I have the Electriums. Let's see. Where's the Relic 8? Relic 8. Like, I have droid brains. I have arrow magnifiers. So I'm not just telling you these things just to tell you. Like, I have the same things. It's not burning a huge thing in my pocket, right? It really isn't. And to even put it in a better perspective, I have, like, I'm farming the Profundity right now, but the ones I told you, like, I have Revan, I have Malik, I have JML at R9. Still, and I have Radis pretty soon here. I'll have him, I just need the signal data. I'll have him R9 too. And then I have the Relic 8 material to unlock the Profundity and JMK. But I have those and I'm able to like quickly push through all my farms because I'm not wasting them on like luxury R8s and R9s. So you can see I have like Jabba R7, Rey R7, SOK R7, Reva R7, Vader, Grand Inquisitor, Jedi Knight Luke, Emperor Palpatine, CLS R5. I'll take him to R7 soon once I start going for Leia. Han's R8 because he's a requirement. That Malgus R7, Darth Bane R7, Starkiller R7. So I'm not saying it just to say it. Yeah, my Inquisitors R7. You know, would I love to get like Wampa R5, Savage? Would I love to like shore up these relics and get them stronger and whatever else in my account? Like, yeah, absolutely. I would love to increase the relics on all these characters. And I have all the I'm not gonna take my Chrysanthemum up, Antonio. I understand what you're saying, but no, I'm not. It doesn't change any of the R8 Plo Koon. No, I don't have Bad Batch. So if I had an R8 Plo Koon, it would do nothing for me because I don't have the Bad Batch up and running yet. So one day. There's only so much things that you can farm. Only so many things that you can farm. So, and I think Relic 7 Plo Koon can do it. Like Relic 7 is fine for Plo Koon to do the Executor counter. So you don't have to R8 him. Relic 7 is fast enough to get ahead of the Executor. So I'll say this. Like, is it great to be able to like invest in? I think it's better. R7 is perfectly fine in the game right now until they add in something else. Maybe once they like R10 or something, or whatever the next evolution is, like maybe R7 isn't good enough. But right now, with how much like the Mark III currencies and everything we have, R7 is super sustainable. You can pump out R7s all day and it's absolutely isn't going to slow you down. R8s and R9s are still not sustainable. You can accelerate it with crystals if you want to, but I would rather you accelerate like bronzium wiring or CCBs with your crystals and then still just like smartly get your R7s and R8s and R9s just as you need. Because as you guys can see, like I'm hanging in there, you know, like I'm perfectly fine. My characters are performing exactly the way that they need to do. The counters are working at R7. Like, would it be amazing to have like R8s and R9, like an R9 Malgus or R8 Starkiller or R8 Grand Inquisitor or R8 Third Sister? Like, yeah, I would love to have them at R8 or R9. But you have to like, you have to build more into your account, and that'll do more for your account overall than sitting here and just like, if I would just R8 every single GL and everything that's like super important, like Third Sister and Malgus and Starkiller and Grand Inquisitor, like that signal data, that material, everything, it takes a long time to acquire it. And then if you're just like not using it to unlock everything, and if you have everything, then absolutely start relicking up whatever you want. The game only like puts out characters as much as you can. So like you got to do what you got to do, but like, yeah, you can't just like be wasting these materials just because they're like, don't feel like it's burning a hole in your pocket. You know what I mean? So yeah. What I'll say. All right. Unless I have something else. Who else? Anyone else that wanted a review? I put in a while ago. You know. I'm looking through my chats real quick. Yeah, you did request a while ago. Yeah, go ahead and drop your ally code. I'll give you a quick review. Why not? Riku. Let's do it. So how's everyone's GAC going today? How'd you guys do? Good luck? Bad luck? Normal luck? Medium luck? I feel with like these Lightspeed bundles, our GP is just like getting like incredibly fast. I felt like I was at 8 million GP like 2 weeks ago. Maybe I was, I don't know. I'll have to look at my 1 month because I put out like a video every month just showing where I am. All right, so you have Leia and Leviathan. That's pretty good at 6.6 million GP. So 3.6 in characters, 2.8 in ships. You have a really low amount of galactic power for the amount of time you have played. Because you have 3 years time played, but you only have 6.6 million GP. So that means either you farmed incredibly hard things to farm, you were in a really bad guild, or you just like, you try to be extremely efficient, or I don't know. Because you bought bundles. This isn't free to play. Okay, you farmed that. You're free to play? Let's see. Okay. Alright, so that's why. Free to play. This is my last one, Slasher. So yeah, you have like the opposite problem as the other guy. I would say you need to invest a little more love in some things, like R5 in Malgus is too low, R3 in Starkiller is too low, R3 in Terran Malicos is too low. Yeah, I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing. But yeah, like I get what you're doing. But it's not enough. Like, one, you need to farm Jabba. Like, if you have Leia, I would go for Jabba. Leviathan. So, if you have Leviathan... Yeah, well, he is like... So, same thing. Same thing. Like, this account can do exactly what I do. Like, he can take the Leviathan and the Executor, put it on defense. I don't know how he is with his off meta, like, because I have a Finalizer and a Chimera, a Malevolence, a Negotiator, but he has the same defense I have. He can go Executor Leviathan. I would honestly probably put JMK on the front wall. If I was this guy, I would go JMK front wall, Leviathan Executor on the back wall, and I would take everything else on offense. I don't think your off meta counters are as strong as mine, just because your relics are like really weak. Like Starkiller counters would be unreliable. You do have the Ufus team, but your Malgus is only R5. Your Bane is good. Sith Empire, Lackluster. A little slow. I do like crit damage on him. Crit chance. This is garbage. This is hot. The hottest. Hot garbage right here. A JMK with crit chance? What do you need the crit chance for, bro? I don't understand. I don't understand. Dude's at almost 100% crit chance and you're like 90% crit chance? No. 90? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm just gonna go 20% crit chance here. This is okay. That's good. Alright. You need to slice it one more time at least. So even your slicing is like lackluster. Like, I never keep it at 5B. I take it at 5C almost immediately. Because if it's worth to take it at 5B, it's worth it to take it to 5C. There's literally no mod where I've took it to 5B and I'm like, unless it hit 5 hits on speed. Yeah, just throw accuracy arrow on here. Just really meme out this JMK. Crit chance, accuracy, primary. Just meme it out, man. Meme it out. Yeah, but crit damage here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5D. You're right. 5C. Sorry. I meant 5D, not B. Yeah, so I will say this. Yeah, hoarding. Yeah, D to C. But I'll say this. Hoarding material isn't good, right? And I don't know if you've seen mod theory. Like, here you go. Here's how you work mods. If you farm Java, there's plenty of free-to-play players. There's plenty of free-to-play players. And they're not Scrooges. This is bad. But they're not like Scrooges, right? So you're like the Ebenezer Scrooge of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You're just like, you know, Leia's like, I'm hungry, sir. Can I please get a slice? You're like, bah, humbug. No slices for you. I need to save them for some reason. I have to have thousands in my inventory of slicing materials. You want some of my thousands of slicing materials for your meager slices? You know, like you can, like, look at this. 3 with 17. You can hit this again, and if it hits on 4, then this could be a fantastic mod. You're just sitting here wasted, absolutely wasted. So get Java, farm Java into profundity, and then start. You don't have to go crazy here. I would say like Terran Malicos. You're killing me with this Relic 3 Terran Malicos with 3 Omicrons. 3 Omicrons. This dude should be popping. And you got him over here like a beggar. Begging. Crit chance on a 3 Omicron Relic 3 Terran Malicos. You're gonna rock the crit chance on this man? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You need to cut it. Cut it. This shit, you need to cut it. Stop it. Stop it with this crit chance primaries. You're a Scrooge. You're a Scrooge, but you're willing to throw like crit chance on all these like fantastic characters. Disgusting. Offense? Crit avoidance? I understand the crit avoidance. But offense? What are you doing here? What are you doing here, dude? Please look at swgoh.gg, right? Let me click that link for you. You click on swgoh.gg, right? You click on it, and then you're like, boom. swgoh.gg. Let me type in that bad boy. Right? It's going to take you to here. It's not going to look at this because I have like a dark mode on. And then here you go, Malgus. Good old Malgus, right? You click on Malgus and you're like, Malgus is good. How does Malgus deal all his damage? He dunks on him. Oh, he does true damage to target enemy equal to 40% of Darth Malgus's max health. Oh, obviously he wants offense here if he does true damage based on his max health. So, you're like, whoa, okay, I'm not sure. I feel like maybe he still needs offense, right? Because he has this lightsaber, he like swishes it around. Maybe he wants it, right? Maybe he does. I'm unsure. What should I do? You click on this best mods over here, and health. Health to health. That's what you need, dude. Health. Like, you don't need offense. You don't need offense. Where is it? Here. 1%. Congratulations. You became the 1% of something. You're a 1%er. So if you ever look at like these stats and you're like, who is this guy? Because you look at these things and you're like, 1%. Who's the dummy? You know, who's the guy that's doing this? Who looked like right here in the flesh over on the line? on the line right now, we have a 1%er. A 1%er who says, nah, dude, 99% of you guys are wrong. Are wrong. It is I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly, but I'm just going to throw a name out there. Raikou, who knows what's up. Who knows what's up. All of you may say, like, Darth Malgus, he needs health. I say nay. He doesn't need health. He needs offense. He needs offense. You may like to mod your Malicos with like crit damage. Offense maybe? You say nay. Crit chance. Crit damage triangles? No one needs crit damage triangles. They need crit chance triangles. Because who needs crit damage if you don't even crit? So let's get that crit chance in there so that you crit. He says no. 90% chance? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. This guy does not do anything 90%. He does something not even at 100%. He's not even, he doesn't put 100% effort. He puts 110% effort. That's what he does. He does like 90% crit chance? No way. 100% crit chance? Too little. 110%. He gives it all. He leaves it all on the court. That's what this guy says. He's part of the 1%er. That's what he does. So yeah. So that's what you do. You take your characters, right? All of them. All your characters. And you go on here, swgoh.gg, and no matter how confident you are that you are right, you may look at a mod set and you're like, I'm 100% certain this is how I mod this character. Go on swgoh.gg and verify that. Because I can promise you, you're probably wrong. Even if you're 100% confident, you're probably wrong. Oh! What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? What is this? All right, I'm glad you got it. I'm done here. I'm done with your mods. I'm done. I'm not looking at any more mods. I'm not looking at any more. Like I said, if you're 100% correct, you're 100% sure, you're like, oh, this is modded beautifully. Please, 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 please. swgoh.gg. Verify. Verify it. Verifier, verifier, verifier. Verify it. But yeah, I 100%. Jabba. Yeah, I know. Jabba. Profundity 2024 fleet probably be good for you. Oh man. Yeah, Bane wants that. He needs all health primaries. Health on the arrow, health on the circle. Can you please have one? Slasher? You deign to want a review? You want to step in the court, my friend? I don't know. I'm kind of like there may be some residual roasting here. You know what I mean? Like once you turn the oven on, it takes a long time for the heat to leave the oven. So I'll review you, Slasher, but just know there's some residual heat still sitting in here. So if you're not ready for that heat, I wouldn't put your name in the hat. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll take a look. So this is the kind of account. Well, I don't know. Like this account, it wouldn't even be a thing. But You want to get roasted now? Everyone and their grandma's in Kyber too. Yeah, you got to remod everything, dude. Everything. From top to bottom. From top to bottom. Flip it. Watch. Flip it. Reverse it. And you'll be good. Yeah, but get Jabba up in there. It'll give you a lot more mod materials. But definitely watch that guide. I think I put it up there, my mod theory. It'll teach you what's worth investing in. So, yeah. So Lasher's over here rocking a rhodium. Yeah. I feel personally attacked by you guys. I feel personally attacked. There's plenty of people not in Kyber too. Alright, so 5.6 million GP. Less than a year played. 9 months. You thought you were doing something right? I will say this. You have a lot of confidence. You have a lot of confidence. You have a certain pizzazz. To be able to come here and be like, I want you to look at my stuff. With that level of modding, you have a level of confidence that is... And I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Like if someone, hey, how's it going? Yeah, the stream's been going well, actually. I think so. So, yeah, to be forgotten. So, I do think my streams have been getting a little better. So, let's see. Gungans, you got the Jar Jar. Man, Solasher is wailing out. You got a little mini whale here. A mini whale. Not quite a whale, right? Not quite a whale, but a mini whale. Bro. What is this? What is this? What is this? What's going on here? This shouldn't have gone higher than 5D. What is this? It wasn't even 5 speed. It wasn't even 5 speed, right? Like, it was 4. This was 4 speed. 4 speed. You looked at this, right? When it was at 5A. You looked at this. You looked it in straight in the face. See this little eye? You looked this mod straight in the eye with its 4 little speed, and you were like, this mod is fire. I'm a 6 dot it. What is this? What is going on there? I feel like you knew what you were doing too. You knew what you were doing, right? Because you left it at 6E. You left it at 6E. And do you remember how I said, if you took it to 6 dot, it's worth going to 6C? It does not apply here. Does not apply. This is not worth it to 6C. I wouldn't even waste those 10 little credits or whatever, the 10 slicing material, on trying to slice this one more time. I wouldn't. I would not do a single thing with this mod. I would give it to a pilot. And that's it. It's the only thing I would do with it. Give it to a pilot. Maybe Marin? But not really. Because she likes potency, but she likes tenacity more. But not even. Zeke, no. Don't. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, man. Three hits at 11. I like to believe, right? I like to believe that this was probably, when this was a 5A mod, I want to say this was probably like 4 speed. It was probably like 4 speed. You took it to 5, took it to 6A, and then it probably hit twice more and ended up at 12. But I want to say he probably took it to 6 dot when it was at like 4 speed. And then he was like, you know what? This is a great mod. This is a great mod. Yeah, most mods, 11 with 2 hits, 11 with 3. Excellent. Excellent mods. You know what? Like, I took it to 6D. Didn't hit speed. Took it to 6C. Didn't hit speed. Maybe he calibrated it twice. Didn't hit speed. He was like, you know what? I'm doubling down. I'm going all the way. 6B. Didn't hit speed. But he still was like, you know what? You know what? 6A. This is a mod that needs to go all the way. All the way. This mod has so much potential. It's just like oozing potential. 6A. Didn't hit speed. But it's fine. It's here. It's loud. It's proud. It has 3 hits with 12 speed. Even he's disgusted with it. It's like, what's this crap on my... Disgusting. I would rather you have like mods like this on Jar Jar and Boss Nass, actually. I would rather. This has more speed than that 6 dot mod. Like, that's how, like, you look at this, right? You look at this mod. You look at this mod and you're like, this is a crap mod, right? Like, who looks at this mod and you're like, this is a fantastic mod? No one. No one looks at this mod and is like, this is a good mod. But still, it has more potential than the other mods that you worked, that you 6 dot. Think about that. Think about that. This is like a super crap mod. And it's still better than the crap mods that you have 6 dot in your account. So, you know, just 54 speed. I get he wants to be slow maybe, I don't know. I was just talking about that mod that was like crap that you took to 6 dot. And here we go. I guess I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You probably looked at this mod and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. This mod is oozing potential. I would 6 dot that in a second. In a second, I would 6 dot that. Apologies, Slasher. Apologies. Hey, thanks for subbing, Carl. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You better 6 dot all these too. Oh man, look at this. 3 hits with 12? Oh, this is a banger right here. This is a banger right here. This is a banger. Better get that one up. Better get it up and running. Alright, let's see. An R9 Keller and Beck? Jeez, man. 77 speed. I feel bad about roasting those other mods. I really do. I really do. I roasted those Gungan mods. I roasted those other mods. I did. And I feel bad about it. I really do. I feel... Hey, thanks. Thanks for the $5 music. But I do feel bad. I do. I feel like I was unkind. I was too mean about your other mods when I had mods sitting here. R9. You're gonna R9 this bad boy, right? R9 him. You're gonna make him all nice and sexy. You're gonna get all his abilities up. You're gonna get him nice and spicy. You're gonna make him all nice and big daddy thick over here. You didn't take it to 6E or D or C or B. You took it all the way to 6A. And I don't know. You were hitting like flat protection and you were like, come on baby, hit that more flat protection. Yeah, flat protection again. Yeah, hit me some more flat protection. Oh, I need to chase this flat protection right here. I need to go all in on this flat protection. I feel like that's what you're doing here. And it wasn't enough to do it once. You had to do it twice. You did it twice. So I'll say this. I'll say this. This isn't early days. I think he did this. He didn't do this like a long time ago, right? He didn't do this a while ago. This wasn't like, oh, that was when I first made the account. This was like last week. He's talking about like last week he like sliced these things. He hasn't had this all that long ago. He did this like right now. The Slasher that is sitting in front of us right now did this right now. Like same frame of mind, same maturity, no shame in his game. Slasher did this right now. Stands in front of us looking at this mod saying, yeah, I did that and I'm proud of it. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. I'll say this, Slasher. Like, do these mods deserve to be on Beck? No, they don't. Like, these mods, believe it or not, you can use these mods on Set. Like, Sith Empire Trooper, you can throw these mods on Sith Empire Trooper. It'll be just fine. But, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do this. Please. Pretty please. With a cherry on top. Don't do this again. This sickens me. It upsets me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Yeah, Solasher, watch that video. Don't do that. Shock is your fastest. 314. Shocking. Get what I did there? Shocking. Oh man. Your mods. Your mods are the gifts that keep on giving. That's a really good one. Okay, thanks, Iceman. Appreciate it. All right, so like obviously, Solasher, you need to farm Jabba. You need some Jabba in your life. Bo-Katan. Are you going for Bo-Katan? You can finish Bo-Katan if you want. If you're going for Bo-Katan. Yeah, Peak Celery. I kept asking and you didn't respond. I was like, Peak Celery. Yeah, so this is a 9-month account, right? 9-month account. So this guy dropped some cash spendar for these mods. So this is like, yeah. So Jabba, I would say Jabba. Like get Jabba. Jabba will give you another like S tier GL, Smuggler's Run 2, like fantastic farm. Just go for Jabba. How much does Solasher spend? I don't know. You'd have to ask Solasher how much he spends. Yeah, it's 9 months. So you can see, like, if you look at his fleets, right? This is where the age of the account is like super evident. Super evident. So just in the complete lack. So Solasher is like the opposite of me. Like the complete opposite. He's like private subpar. I don't know. I don't know what euphemisms he would want to use to describe himself. Private average. Yeah. So just you need to work on your fleets, my buddy. Now I gotta work on your fleets. 100%. These fleets are pretty lackluster. I would say if you're gonna whale, you know, like whale on Marauder and Lord Vader or something and get your negotiator so that you can start earning crystals. Whale in the way that's gonna give you a lot of stuff. Get that return of investment. But you do need to start investing in your fleets. I feel like even if you go into Kyber, unless like your Gungans hold or something, because they're pretty ridiculous right now, you're just gonna get like knocked back down because of your ships. So you gotta like get these up and running. You gotta start getting the Malevolence up and running. The 7 stars. Don't start using your. You should check your GAC bracket. I'll say this, Solasher. I've seen accounts this size climb into Kyber. So it's not about the size of your account or what they have or whatever. It's how you use it. And like your account is really lacking in the ships. Like in ground you're really strong, right? You have Leia, you have SOKR, Phoenix. Gungans. You got a decent amount. CLS, not like really strong, but for the age of your account, you have a good amount of ground game. Like your ground game is just fine. But your ships is where you're lacking. Yeah. Hey, Lost Swamp Rat. How's it going, my dude? Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your Grand Arena / stream? Yeah. So I'll say this, like, work on your ships, flesh out your like executor, but don't feel like you have to stop at executor. Get all your pilot ships, continue farming these things. So yeah, you really do need to start working on your ships. So was it the negotiator? The negotiator is allowing you to like punch up. So okay, Womp Rat. So I'll say this, like, you can go if you wanted to, since you have a negotiator fleet up and running. You can go with the Marauder if you just like want to whale hard. You can go Marauder, and that'll give you like a decent fleet to climb with, and then or you can go Executor. So maybe even both. But like priorities for you: GL level ship, Jabba, and then continue to like shore up your ships. Malevolence is good, like it's fine, but that's like so, you know what I mean? Like for right now it's going to be okay, but pretty soon your shard's going to have like executors, profundities, leviathans, you know, because there's like whales and then there's smart whales, you know what I mean? Like you're like a blue whale, you know what I mean? Like you're just walking around with your mouth open, all agape and wide, sucking in that algae, just sucking in that algae. And then you got like orcas out there, the killer whales. The killer whales are whaling on like smart things like Jabba, Leviathan, and they're out there taking bodies, getting things that are like farming, getting their account, more things passively. Those are smart whales. They're just killers. They don't mods with to 6A with no speed. You know what I mean? So like you're like this gigantic blue whale with your mouth open like a mouth breather, but in the water. Like the ocean equivalent of a mouth breather is what you are right now. Just big old mouth, just sucking in all that chum and algae, feeding on the bottom. And then you're like, I wanna find killer whales. That's how you sound when you're a whale, right? And you can't because they're killers and they're just gonna like body you. You're nothing to them. So if you're gonna whale, be a killer whale, not a blue whale. So if you're gonna be massive, if you're gonna whale out, well smart. Get some fleets up and running, get Jabba, shore up your ships, get decent mods. You can continue like building up your malevolence and stuff like that, but you gotta, you know, continue to farm these ships too, like passively. It looks like you kind of are. You have like Vulture Droid up and running, TIE Bomber. So I imagine you're thinking about going for Executor sometime soon. Like it's like on the back of your mind. But I would say Executor would probably be the fastest and best way for you to like have decent placement in Fleet Arena. And then from there, like 2024 Fleet, like whale out on that if you're going to whale on stuff. And then you'll be like good to go and just like slowly go like GL or GL ship, assault battle, GL ship, assault battle, and just work on that backlog of stuff would be my recommendation. So like weave in, you know, Like farm something new, something old, something new, something old. Assault battle, GL ship. Assault battle, GL. You know, something new, something old. You know, just like weave in the new with the old, and then you'll be fine. Just kind of like shore up your modding. No, so you have to look at the Bit Dynasty guides, but the mirror match for Executor is really easy. It's just about speed. You just have to have your speeds right, and then I went with like 180. No, 181, 180 speeds, and it was generally slow enough to be fast, to go second. So that's what you want to do. You want to go second with the Executor mirror match. It's a balance. You need enough survival. Like you need your Xanadu blood, not your I'm sorry. You need your Razor Crest to be thick enough to survive against Profundity, which like 90% of the time, my Relic 3 with 2 Zetas and like 4 6-dot mods is thick enough to survive. And then, but also slow enough that you're slower than the average Executor. And that's like that sweet spot where you're just fast enough to, or just thick enough to survive Profundities, but you're slow enough to just be a little slower than the average Executor. And then you can beat both pretty reliably. Later on, it's like super end game, you just want to like juice up those relics and put it as triple attacker on defense. So it still has a chance of like killing Profundity or a like just absolutely dumpstering the Finalizer on defense. So ideally, you know, over the long run, like end game, you want like super high relics on it, but not a priority to do that. I would say slow is probably good enough. So, but perfectly viable end game, and even mid game, early game, whatever. But you can climb, like top 20, you can climb. You'll probably get targeted and pushed out just because you're a lower star Executor at first. But you can easily, as long as you're at least 27, you can climb to first every day. So 27 is the limit though. And if it's any lower than 27, you'll have to do refreshes. So it is annoying though. So that's why I went with Leviathan, is because when I looked at my shard, I was getting pushed out really easily. You can, but I was getting pushed into like this range, like the 20s, and then I would have to climb to first every day, and it was super annoying and stressful because I had to win like 4 or 5 battles a day. And now I sit somewhere in either top 5 or top 9, so I do at most 2 attacks a day. So ideally that's what you want to do, where you can get first every day, and then you can do like 1 or 2 attacks a day to do it. And usually if you want to do that, you have to have the meta ship. So if you have like, because it's not just about being able to climb, it's about deterring people from wanting to climb on you as well. So like this guy, the Profundities, like, yeah, they're here and they can climb, but they're gonna get pushed down pretty far because everyone's gonna want to climb. Like this dude, like he's usually not this low, he's like over here or something, because they just get pushed back as soon as, like, if someone has to climb, they're just gonna like climb on them. So something to think about. It's like a balance. So you want something that like can climb, but also will not necessarily hold on defense in the arena, but you just want, like, psychologically, you want them to not want to feel like, oh, you're weak. What do you mean as clean? Like all Leviathans? My shard's kind of old. It's like October of 2018. So I took a really long break from the game. Hey, thanks to Rising Gondolin. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's my advice to Lasher. I would say farm, like big things you should probably be farming for. Cause like it looks like you're going for Bo-Katan, right? You have very little Leviathan. My shard is pretty not active. It's a lot of it is like Eastern Europeans. And it's just, I don't know why. Like it's a lot of Eastern European people. But it's not a very active shard, to be completely honest with you. They will push you out of like all these people play, right? They play, but they're not like huge into fleets. As you see, they all have like, or except for this guy. So a good amount of them have guilds. They're playing every day. They're just, man, look at this. Look at this guy. Good for him. A home 1. So they're decent accounts. They just don't, you know, they're like the Salasher equivalents over a longer period of time. They're just focusing on other things. This guy just can't focus his farms. Jeez, 8.5 million. 1 GL, no GL ship. So I don't know. Yeah, you can tell me your plan if you want. So, I don't know. These accounts are weird accounts. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty lucky for my shard. Like, there's some absolute like shard mafias and sharks, but mine's pretty chill. I'm in my shard, but it's really, if I didn't want to be in it, I wouldn't need to. They wouldn't specifically target me or anything like that either. Well, I'm pretty much done with roster reviews right now. Yeah, I'm getting real tired. So all top 20 do want to climb in my shard too. But they not all of them have the juice, you know? Oh, this guy stopped playing. Look at that. Ooshmoosh. Absolute massive account. Just stop playing. R7? I kept mine only R6. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, my R7 is only R6, but I don't put it on defense. The reason I do that is I didn't want a Sith assassin. I didn't want like a Sith assassin arms race. So I don't put Sith assassin on defense. It's still strong against like things that are outside of Sith assassin. So profundities, executors, chimeras, like it's a stronger defense, but it loses 100% to the mirror pretty much. So yeah, like you can do that and get targeted, but I put a Leviathan that can get beat by any other Leviathan, and I don't specifically get targeted. How long have I played? I've been playing for 2.5 years. 2.5 years is how much game time I have in the game. Alright, so because you're free to play, yeah, you're going both for Exec and Jabba, but you're gated by Hoda for Jabba and Bomber for Exec. Well, you can accelerate those, Mark II, and just do refreshes for the Bomber. So I would say, like, if you have Gungans, you don't need to go with Queen Amidala. I don't know what, like, guild you're in, but if you were getting, like, Queen Amidala, and, like, because Bo-Katan, like, what are you accelerating for Bo-Katan? Like, why are you getting her? You know what I mean? Like, she's good, but there's a lot of things in your account you don't have. Like, like I said, Whale smart. Whale for things that are going to be, like, universally good for a really long time. GLs, like, get all the GLs, get all the GL ships. Like, accelerate that way. Yeah, stop doing that. Like, stop doing that. It's unnecessary. Put all those resources. So you can if you want to, but I would say it's like completely unnecessary. Like I don't mind it, but you have a lot of like things that are just like not really giving you a return on investment. Like if you have all your assault battles, don't do that. Like get CT3 for all your assault battles. Get your S tier ships. Like go all in on ships. Get the latest meta ships so that you can get fleet arena crystals. Like get more GLs. At least like smart ones. Jabba, Executor, even like Leviathan, Malgus, something like that. I wouldn't specifically, like with the 2024 fleet being so close, I would probably go Executor into that 2024 fleet with Jabba, but I wouldn't, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not like, I'm slowly farming Bo-Katan right now. Like I'm slow farming her requirements, but I'm not getting her because I think she's going to be like the greatest thing since sliced bread. I just want the I just want the Chirotech material once my guild is able to do it. So I don't mind slow farming her for that. And the same reason why I'm farming the requirements for Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, because I want those extra Chirotech materials. Because you can climb without needing a you can climb and beat other Sith assassins. Like if this was like an R8 Sith assassin or something and I attacked it, you can still beat it. You just use this variation. So for one, you can use Chimera. So a Chimera beats an R9 Sith assassin no problem, so you can climb on that. Or you can go with this and then you win the mirror this way, and you just do first reinforcement with a bomber, and this will be any, like you can have an R9 Sith assassin and you'll still win if you have like an R5 Sith fighter and you use this combination. So this can win the mirror match for any Leviathan. So you get to take the Mark 6 Sith fighter and the Fury class, because they're gonna like go all in on that Mark 6 interceptor. It's still gonna survive. It's gonna have no problems keeping its stacks up, but it's not, you're not going to get turn meter. They're not going to get turn meter because it doesn't have health. So it's never going to feed them turn meter while you're feeding turn meter with your Sith fighter, and then you're outpacing them. So if you have like really high relic Sith fighters and you don't want to do that arms race, that's fine. You can still win with this variation really easy. I'm pretty sure it wins on auto too. So it's not like you even have to play it. So, you know, like this is the really easy way of doing it. Yeah, just Inquisitors beats JMK. So that's my JMK killer. I just use Inquisitors. So I don't need Bo-Katan to beat JMK. Honestly, if I had Bo-Katan, I don't know what I would use her for, to be completely honest with you. I don't know. Lord Vader, maybe? I don't know. I feel like once the Kron's gone, Bane's just going to be a Lord Vader killer. Like once his Kron's gone. So, I don't know. So I don't know where Bo-Katan falls in that world. But, yeah. Yeah, I would probably put her on defense or something. She's still a good defense. So maybe that's what I'll do with her, because sooner or later I'm gonna start, once I finish Leia and JMK and the 2024 fleet, I'm gonna start building like A tier defenses and just start like actually building a defense. So like Bo-Katan will be one of those, Gungans will be one of those, like Dark Trooper Moff Gideon will probably be one of those, like just teams that are like so, and then go with that. Leia, I think it can be Leia without the Kron, but yeah. So Leia, Lord Vader, maybe. I've heard he can beat, but overall he's not going to be beating. I don't know, like, cuz he's really strong without it because of the 2-turn cooldown reduction. Hey, Ray Rock, how's it going? So I would say I don't know what, but if you're having trouble with Sith fighters or high relic Sith fighters, just use this, like this variation of Mark 6. First reinforcement with the bomber, second reinforcement if you get it with the TIE dagger. It's gonna die anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it works just fine. Bane's okay. You just need set, and then. Well, it doesn't matter with Holocron without his Cron, because Holocron will leave the same time his Cron leaves, so it doesn't matter. Really? For this one? I would go Bomber, personally. But yeah, whatever. That's how you do it. You don't have to do it, but that's how I don't do the mirror matches that way. I just do normal Sith fighter, just because these guys have low, like I said, my shard's super casual, and this is why I did it. Like when everyone was because I was one of the first ones to get Leviathan in my shard, so I would go with I didn't leave my Sith Assassin out there, even though I R6'd her, just because I didn't want people to go, well, okay, well, I have to R7 mine. And then other people go, well, now I have to R8 mine. And then one guy would be like, well, I have to R9 mine. So I'd never put my Sith fighter on defense, just to keep this from happening. So if people climb on me, I really don't care. But that's what I did. And it's helped. And people, like, if they have issues, they'll just like climb on me, and then, you know, whoever else. So, and then it kind of stopped everyone from needing to be like, oh, well, it's like an arms race. And now it's like super chill. So something to think about. But again, like, my shard is super chill too. So your shard may not be as chill. Okay, well, that's pretty much my presentation, I guess. It's 11:30. It's a little late. I started later. I will say this. So I did, like, I am doing graduate school. So I'll try to be as, like, reliable as I can with my GACs. Minimum, I think I'll come in here and just, like, knock out my GAC real quick 3 times a week. But other stuff may be sacrificed depending on what my schedule is and everything, and just how much work I have to do with my graduate school. And I'm still like a full-time Marine, and I have all those other responsibilities as well. So I'll try to balance it the best I can, but I'm definitely going to still keep doing my content creation and everything like that. Yeah. So I am gonna probably start streaming a little later, closer to like 8 or 9 p.m., which is like an hour or two later than I normally do, which is usually like 6 or 7. So I'll probably start doing like 8 or 9, just so I have time for other things as well, like my school and, you know, time with my family and everything. So just trying to balance everything. All right, so let's see. I'm sure there's someone I can raid, so I'm gonna go look at the. Bring that up real quick. But thanks for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun today. Today was a good day. Really easy Grand Arena. So hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and had a good stream. Got to dumpster Solasher's mods. So yeah. All right, let's go raid JJ. There's a good amount of people on here. All right, so I'll give you guys the options. So we got Trevor Boy, JJ's, Nooch. Who'd you guys prefer? Solasher, you're 100% whack on that one. JJ's? Okay. All right, YouTube world, take care. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, and I'll